Hi friends, this is Leslie from Mermaid Cove Studio. I am on today to share my fall banner from my hop. So I've had a few crafty friends join me in creating just a quick little project for today, a small little tiny hop, just for funsies. We're doing a fall banner hop. They could choose from the words fall, autumn. They could even do Halloween because it falls into the category, but you know, I actually did use Halloween paper. We'll talk about that in a few minutes, but let's talk about my crafty friends who've joined me today. So I have Denise Abbott Smith, I have Kimberly Larry Sanders, I have Jennie Petro, and I have Kimmy Murray. They are all going to be down in the box below with their handles from YouTube. These are the beautiful ladies that all said yes to me. I know it's a funky time of year and we're just rolling into fall and we usually bypass this, but they all said yes. If you do a hop, there's nothing to send out unless you want to do it. And my Christmas in July hop, I sent out everything that I made to one lovely winner, and absolutely sweet and adorable. So here we go. This is what I did. I did this mini banner. It's not that big. I'll measure my dies that I used, and I'll show you what I used. It's about 4 inches long by about 2 inches wide. And I used these. And I can't tell you they're from my stash. I can't honestly tell you who they're from. I just have them in my stash. They go into a magnetic sleeve like this. And then I don't put who they're from, and I should. I really should, because people probably want to know. But I have a bunch of these, and I know they're from either KS Craft or from Scrap Diva dies. That's usually where I get them, and so I know it's one of the two. And I can't tell you what season they're from, because every time I see them, I pick them up because they always have either cute little words or they have some other type of either a little character or something to do with the season that they come with. So I love the stitching. They didn't come together, I don't think. This is how messy it is. Oh, I can even show you. This is what it looks like in my folder. I put them all together. So I know where to find them all. So this is my base. And then I used this as my doily, and this is my top. And then I cut a little flower. These are the little flowers, but I also put it, as I show it to you, behind the letters to give it a little more oomph, a little more color, because it was laying a little flat. And then all of this goodness from, and then these letters right here. These have cute little flowers on them. It kind of matches the little flower I did. So that was my alphabet, and it was a good size. I make a variety of sizes of banners, but I think these are my favorite because they're easy to gift. They're easy to put on like a tier tray. And I'm going to gift this to my mother because I will tell you today, September 27th, is her birthday. She's going to be, I hope she doesn't watch or doesn't get mad at me. She's going to be 82 years old, and she's pretty awesome. So I am going to gift this to her because I showed it to her, and she's like, oh, I want that. And I will tell you, yesterday I did a project with her. She's creative in her own way. We are all creative in our own way, but I am the only one who does paper, and I try to bring the paper to the family so they can help me use it up before I'm her age too. You can't take it with you, so you got to use it. So the collection that I used for this hop is, let me pull that out. I have bits and pieces left of it. and I have enjoyed using it. This one right here. And although it is a Halloween paper, you can see in here there is a lot of variety. And I was interested in this piece of paper right here with the little pumpkins on it. Didn't want jack-o'-lanterns, just wanted pumpkins. But I ended up not actually using that one. I did use it, but I used the other side, which was a green paper. And I'll point that all out to you. So that was a collection that I used. I die cut everything out and then put it all together. I used this really pretty velvety with satin ribbon, and then some silk ribbon that I had in my stash from my beading days when I would make ornaments, and you would wrap the silk around a wooden ball or a felted ball, and then you would sew beads onto it. I'll show that one day. It was really pretty. And I taught a class. But here we go. So mine said fall. I chose to fall instead of autumn or whatever. I don't know how my recipient is going to use it. If I were going to keep it for myself, I would put it on my tier tray. And that's usually why I make them a little smaller, because you can hang this off of your tier tray, and it's actually really pretty. Here we go. So here's my flowers. I did back this up with heavier cardstock, so 110 cardstock. I always do them. I like them to be very sturdy, and we can use them year after year if we want to. My flower die cut, it didn't really want to pop everything out for the flower, so it looks more like it's embossed on there. And I liked it, so I left it instead of trying to pop everything out of there. I did these little flowers from this, which is how I started making flowers, and I'd forgotten. Oh my gosh, the simplicity of this is what actually I started making flowers with a Tim Holtz die many, many, many years ago. And I still have that die cut, or the die for that. And then I did this guy right here in the same cardstock I did on the back. And then the green and the letters. So this is what I did. Very simple to make. The flowers, I stacked two. And then I've got these really cool metal caps or bead centers. And I should show you those because it came from Amazon. And there are 200 pieces in this package. Gold and silver. I haven't done anything with the silver, but maybe I'll try that for the Christmas goodies, my Christmas flowers. I haven't used those before. I usually have a tendency to stick to the vintage and the gold. So that was what I used there. And then I have the pearl halves here that I love them so much. And they fit right in there really pretty, and they kind of sit up very nicely. So really, this is all there is to it. You just kind of measure it out. I glued, instead of using straws like I usually do for the backs, I just glued this satin and velvet ribbon right across the front there, right across the top, and just left it like that. And it was so pretty. It was very easy, very easy. I do have a tutorial on my YouTube. They're so easy to make. It's whatever shape that you want. And I think I was inspired by the shape by someone else. I want to say maybe Leslie from Labor of Love. She may have done a banner, maybe a 4th of July banner with this shape. And I went, oh, well, that makes sense. You know, it is a pendant. But I use a variety of things. Sometimes I don't use a die, and I will just use the 3x4 cards or the 5x6 cards, or we'll cut up any shape that we want to. But this is what we did. Please go follow, like, and watch my fellow creators for this lovely banner hop today. Everybody's video should be out there already. Go take a look. enjoy, participate, and subscribe to them, and comment in kindness only, my friends. All right, until we see you again, thank you very much. Go down below, click, and go follow the hop today. Enjoy it. Thank you.